Karyn Bryant for MMA Heat here with the pride of Toms River, New Jersey, Frankie Edgar, who of course is facing Jeremy Stephens at UFC 205. I don't know how many times you've been to Madison Square Garden as a fan, but this must feel absolutely incredible for you.
It does. I've definitely been here quite a few times, you know, for numerous events, and to be fighting here is a dream come true.
Now, I think I was here for George Michael concert, which I don't know if you were here. What's the best thing you ever saw here before, of course, your own fight coming up?
You know, I just go with the most recent. The NCAA, Division I NCAAs were here just this past March, and it was awesome to have the event here, just to be in the city and everything. You know, New York's a special place, and there's no other place in the world like it. So I'm just happy that I get to fight here and the UFC gets to here. I think the fans are going to be super into it.
Is there any fear of sort of big event fatigue in your brain? You know what I mean? You're at UFC 200 against Jose Aldo. You're at this one. I don't know if it's necessarily added pressure, but you know, way more eyeballs and just a lot more to think about when you're going into your fight.
Not for me. You know, to me, you know, my first fight in UFC was the biggest thing ever, and you know, you handle that, and then your first title fight or your first defense or you know, your first losing streak you're dealing with. You know, there's always some kind of pressure you got to deal with, and this is just another one.
So you're going to be dealing with a lot of pressure from a guy named Jeremy Stephens. He's very good, Frankie. What kind of fight are you expecting? Sort of the typical Jeremy throwdown? Yeah,
you know, he brings it, I bring it. It's going to be a barn burner in there, and I think the fans are definitely going to be in for a treat. You know, I just got to go out there and make sure I'm smart and tactical, and definitely have my foot on the gas.
Now, do you think that maybe you weren't on the gas enough against Jose Aldo? It wasn't a bad fight, but I'm curious what your own perspective is on that one.
I think maybe my foot was on the gas too much and just trying to do one thing, you know, instead of taking a step back. He was kind of picking the shots. He was, you know, choosing when to go at me. He's kind of avoided me pretty well, and instead of coming forward, I should have, you know, maybe let him come to me some, and I didn't adjust, and that's a mistake I made that I usually don't. So you know, definitely addressed it, and hopefully don't make it happen again.
You know, I was going to say, in the moment, sometimes I wonder if you know when to reset. Like we were talking about that the other day with Diego Sanchez in his fight. Marcin Held just kept trying for the leg locks. At some point in your head, in your corner or something, somebody's got to tell you to just, hey, dude, this isn't working, switch it up.
Yeah, I know. We just thought that pushing the pace was the answer, you know, and I just couldn't get to him. So, you know, I think I needed to recognize that, and I did it. If I did, I didn't do it enough.
And win or lose, have you entertained the thought anymore about going to 35? I know people have been asking about that and wondering if you would do it, because it seems like you could, and my goodness, what if you became a champion there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I said I'd go down for a title shot. So if they want to offer me a title shot, then maybe I will. But I just want to get back to the winning ways right now. I want to kind of race the sting of July and get my hand raised here in the Madison Square Garden.
So who is the champion then after the end of December? Is it Dominic Cruz or is it Cody Garbrandt?
I don't know. I mean, that's a tough fight. You know, Cody's obviously has the put-away power, but Dominic's is just a tough guy to prepare for. So it's a toss-up for me right now.
All right. Thanks so much, Frankie. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Good. I'm Frankie Edgar. We're in Madison Square Garden, and you're watching MMA Heat.